lost everything, looking for a deal.
But he's just a raggedy man. Well, ain't we a pair? Raggedy man.
Coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under, it's the 80s Show with Australia's Retro Man.
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Today I'll be continuing our tribute to Tina Turner with a look at this great magazine from 1985, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. This is a collector's magazine and it takes you behind the scenes of the film. There's a great shot on the back of Max and the little kids, and what can I say? Tina added so much to this film. That song, We Don't Need Another Hero, was simply a powerhouse ballad.
All the children say we don't need another hero.
And man, this is a great behind the scenes book. So let's take a look at it, man. It's in mint condition and I paid $3.95 for it back in 85. And whew, hey, this brings back the memories. So this is the cover, guys, of the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome Collector's Magazine. Tina Turner, Mel Gibson. There's some exclusive interviews in this thing, and there's 150 photos and some artwork. Full colour picture story and a bonus pull-out poster. Now, I've kept this in mint condition. I'll just flip it over. Look at that great shot of Max on the back. And let's take a walk through, guys. This collector's magazine is really something else. I mean, only in the 80s did this happen. I mean, they got in there and they explored all the behind-the-scenes nature of these films through the pages of these magazines that you could just pick up on newsstands. And there's a great shot of Tina there. I mean, look at that. I suppose you could refer to that as chainmail. And she's got that neat little kind of bow and arrow there, little crossbow. And she was extraordinary in this film. And there's a great shot of George Miller. He was the madman, should I say, behind the Mad Max films, the director, the creator, if you will. And he's a bit of a genius, that guy. And have a look at this, guys. There's just great behind-the-scenes shot. That's Mel in full gear there. And there's Bartertown, which was this fabulous little land that they created. And look at this. I mean, it's... There's Tina, of course, as Auntie Entity. That's the character that she played. She was kind of like the ruler of Bartertown in the film. And look at that. That brings back the memories. Mel fights this guy in the helmet in Thunderdome. And yeah, there's Thunderdome, of course. This is a great magazine. I haven't looked at it in such a long time. I've had this since 85 and it's in great shape. This is a poster here, and look at that. That's a great shot of Mel and Tina. And when you flip it over, guys, you've got a fantastic movie poster. And yeah, I mean, it's still in great shape. So let's just pop it back in there and keep going with the magazine, guys. Let's have a look at some more here. So we've got The Lost Tribe. This is the children. And that's gave the film something a little different. I mean, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome was different to the first two. I mean, they tried to add a little bit more depth here. I mean, some people enjoyed what they did and others felt, it fell short. But it was an ambitious film. It was epic in scope. And some of the critics were very, very kind to this film. I think Roger Ebert actually put this one up there as the best in the trilogy. So you tell me what you think, guys, in the comments below. There's a great shot of Tina behind the wheel. And I love this magazine. I mean, this has got everything you need to know about the movie. It's full colour. And we've got Mel, we've got Tina. Great shots of the stars, great shots of all of these very ambitious things that they created. I mean, from the cars to this sort of thing. I mean, these lands that they created. And it was really something else. So that is the magazine for Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the collector's magazine, if you will. And it was a real trip looking at this one after all these years. So there we have it, guys. This is the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome collector's magazine. Tell me, guys, do you have one of these? Man, I mean, this was only $3.95 back in the day. You could buy it from your local newsstand. In Australia, they had these types of magazines popping up always in your local news agency. And I mean, they're glossy, and I mean, you just could not go past it. I mean, you had to buy it. And this was a great way to celebrate the film. So I still have this in my collection. I have fond memories. I still remember the day I purchased it, and it's still in great shape. And what can I say? The Mad Max films were really something else. There was a wackiness to them. They were quirky films. They were action-packed. They were futuristic, and they had stars like Mel and Tina in them. And I think Tina Turner added so much to this film, and of course that power ballad that she gave us. And it was great reflecting on the film through the pages of this magazine. And I have some more Tina Turner tribute videos, guys. So please return, because I will be back with a look at the Mad Max storybook. Yes, they also had a full colour storybook out for kids in the 80s and for adults as well. I'm sure many adults bought it. But I will be back to have a look at that. So that does it for today's episode of the 80s Show. You will see me again with more Mad Max and more Tina. But until then, this is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.